joining us here on Wind Down Fridays. I'm your host, Veronica Ward, and my lovely co-host is...
Hi, it's Sybrina Brown.
Thank you guys for joining us here on Friday night. Hope you got your wine ready. Y'all sit back and relax, and y'all know how we do it.
Yes.
Ladies, this is a special night for us. We're going to talk about some things that we probably never really talk about.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of the title, but girl, what is it?
I wish I had. I'm glad I did.
Now,
That's it.
wish I had. I'm glad I did.
Yes.
So now we're going to get into it. But first of all, let's talk about the wine of the week.
Ooh, girl, we got some special wine. It's 18%, I'm telling you that.
Oh, Lord.
From the get-go.
Big. What my seatbelt?
I know, that's right.
To strap myself in.
Girl, it's a black-owned company, Earl Stevens Mango Scotto.
Ooh.
So it's Moscato with some natural mango flavors, girl.
Oh, my God.
I bet it's going to be good, though.
Yeah.
It's going to be strong, but it's going to be really good.
Is it how much percent?
18. That's liquor. That's liquor proof.
Now, how about that? Okay, Earl.
All right, Earl, let's see how good this mango Scotto
All right,
is.
then. No, Earl don't play.
You don't.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's good though.
I can taste the mango. I can even smell the mango.
Yes, I mean you can really smell it, but you can taste the alcohol too.
The whole hall.
I can feel it.
The hall with the alcohol. That is good. It's warm, ain't it?
It is.
Oh, my goodness. Yo, Earl ain't playing with you.
He is not.
You get you some Earl, stay in the house. Don't go nowhere. Don't
Drink
go to
that
the
glass
store.
in your home.
Yeah, don't
Yes.
get everything. Do everything you're gonna do.
Yeah.
And then get your Earl. Because, baby, Earl don't play. Okay.
All right.
That's our title again.
I wish I had. I'm glad I did.
Nah, because I keep forgetting it. Okay. I wish I had. I'm glad I did. Okay.
Yeah.
So, y'all, ladies, we're going to go into something that's really deep that we don't really ever really talk about.
Yeah.
We may discuss it, but, you know, girl talk.
but
we
not
don't
to our
really
mates,
talk
really.
about it.
Yeah.
We just kind of, you know, we bring up some things that, you know, some kind of deep things we just kind of keep inside sometimes. We don't ever really
let people know
it.
how much it's affecting us, but in reality you are suffering inside.
Yeah, like you kind of suffer in silence, or you just kind of you become very passive, or you just kind of let things slide because you don't want to ruffle feathers, or you don't want to start you don't want to feel like you're the angry black woman or whatever the case may be.
You might even feel like, hey, I can take it, I can do this, I'm made for this, I'll be all right. But in reality, you really are not okay.
Yeah.
So
I mean, the things like I wish I had. So think about some of the things that you wished you had done early on in your life. I mean, I'm not sure what your age is now, but just think about, or even in a relationship.
Yes.
What do you wish you could have done so that things could be different for you now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what if you were like a teen mother?
Oh, yeah.
You adore your children. You love your children. But wouldn't it have been a little easier if you would have just waited a little bit?
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of things that you may have missed out on.
Oh, yeah.
You may not have graduated with your class. You may have had to go to a girls' school or a different school, or you had to
got your GED just to get through it.
Yeah, to get through it, and you miss out on all the high school stuff, the prom and the school trip,
you're walking down and getting your diploma, you know, on stage. All that stuff you miss out on.
A lot of women or a lot of schools, you know, have those girls go to the other school,
the alternative or something.
The pregnant school. You can't come because you're pregnant, and you gotta go to this school.
Yeah,
you know, so you do things differently. It's not, you know, it's not that you don't wish your kids were here. Of course, you want your children to be here, but you just, what if I had not let, you know, Leroy come over that night? What if I not just tried it that one time that you tried it with this guy, and you ended up pregnant? Like, what if I would have just waited that one time? Right. You know what I'm saying? And things would have been, you know, put off for a few years and stuff like that. You know, your whole life could be different.
Yes.
I wish I had just waited on some of the things like that, because
your whole life, it's just like your whole life changes. Your whole course goes this way instead of this way.
Yeah.
So, you know, the kids, and it's not just a 2-year thing, it's like for the rest of their life thing.
Yeah.
You're going to be worrying about your kids and wanting the best for them and hoping that you're going to do whatever you can to make sure they're happy.
Yeah.
So what you're doing in your life, it's just you're constantly thinking about that other person.
Everything, like if you're a teen mom, everything switches.
Yes.
Like you're not
important really. You're not the priority.
It's all about that child.
Yes.
And then what if you decide to get married early?
Right out of high school.
Right out of high school, like really quick, or a teen or whatever, or early 20s or late teens. You get married, you know, and you got a baby.
Oh, girl.
So what if you get married early? So then the priority becomes the husband.
Yes.
And if you got a baby by the guy, then you got the husband and the baby.
Right.
So everything that you wanted for you has to be pushed back.
Exactly.
Because the family has to be taken care of.
Right.
And as women, we're known as the nurturers.
Yes, we are. Yeah.
So we take care of the man, feed that man his food, fix them groceries, honey. You know, make sure he's fed, make sure that his house is clean, make sure his clothes are washed.
Yeah.
You know, because he's the provider.
That's true.
So you are the helpmate. So you do all these different things to be the good wife. And then if you have a child, you're taking care of that baby.
Yeah.
Around the doggone clock.
And it's true. And when you get married, you think, well, that was my idea to get married. I want to get married. And you might have. But you know, at 18 and 19, that's different from when you're 30. Right. You know what I'm saying? Women change in so many ways as they're growing through teen years and early adulthood. Yeah. So you don't know what you're going to be feeling like. You might have wanted to get married when you were younger, thinking fantasy land, or, you know, this is going to be wonderful and great. But in reality, you know, you start thinking, dang, I can't do all this. I can't do this. We can't do this yet.
I can't go nowhere.
We don't got the money or something like that. So things change.
Like reality truly sets in, because really for most girls, you think about, oh, my wedding, girl, my color's gonna be this. I'm gonna have my bridesmaids looking all cute and fancy. Right. My gown gonna be like this, honey, and my weave gonna be to the floor. You're doing all this fantasy or whatever.
Right.
And then once all of the glitz and glamour are over, reality hits.
Yes.
Oh my God, I gotta work and pay bills.
You gotta pay your bills.
Mama them can't pay these bills.
No, Mama them can't. Mama said, what?
No.
Right?
All that responsibility that you didn't have.
Yeah.
You know,
falls on
as a child, now you got all that, you know, rent or mortgage, all these utilities, and you got a car now. You got to pay a car note, like mom and dad. All that goes on you and your husband.
Right. Yeah.
You be like, oh my God. You want to, like, we always tell young people, don't rush to get old.
Right.
Don't rush to get grown.
Don't rush to get old.
Because with that comes so much responsibility.
It does.
When you can just sit at mom in the house, all you gotta do is cook, clean up, keep your room clean, get your little piece of job, or go to school.
Yeah, help them out in the household.
That's all they ask you to do. Simple.
Yes.
But no, I'm grown. I want my own stuff. I don't want you telling me when to come in, watching who I bring in the house.
Yeah.
I want to be grown. Okay. Yeah. So when you do get that, and all those responsibilities kick in, you're like, dang,
I know.
I want to go back to mom and them house.
Right? I know.
It was cheap over there.
That helps a lot with females. We want to be independent because women, they grow in maturity faster, so they want to get out there and do their thing. Yeah. But be careful what you want to get out there and do. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that your dreams you don't lose what your dreams are. Make sure you don't, just put what your wants aside, and then just think about everybody else. Because once you do that, honey, it's going to be for the rest of your life.
The rest of your life. So, and y'all listen, let's say this too. As women, okay, so we done got married and everything, right? So now we got the husband, and we be thinking about that splunga dunk. That's all we think about. I'm gonna give me a house, girl. It's gonna be clean. I'm gonna decorate. It's gonna be pretty, and all of this stuff. I'm gonna cook for my man, girl. No, you can't really cook. You gonna learn real quick. You be trying to get them little meals together. So when he come home, you be ready,
right?
So you think about, I can have sex anytime I want. You can't nobody tell me nothing.
It's gonna be my own house, my own this, my own that.
Yes, everything is mine.
Right.
But then, as time goes, the man starts to make decisions as the man of the house, as the head of the household.
Right.
Some of these decisions may or may not include you.
Okay.
How do you deal with that? And I found that after talking to several women, a lot of times we just be quiet.
Yeah.
We're going to let him handle that.
Oh, yeah. You do that as a female. Because you want him to take the lead. You want him to do, take on the responsibility. It's in order. You were talking about earlier.
Right.
It's in order for them. They're the head of the household. Someone listen to what he has to say.
Right. So when a man makes a decision, and even though at the time you be like, I know, dog, if he shouldn't do that. He should just do this over here.
Ooh.
But instead of you putting in your opinion, he said, no, baby, I got this. I'm gonna handle this. You just chill out. I got it.
Yeah.
And in your mind, you're like, this joke ain't listening to nothing I'm telling him. I know, because women have an intuition.
Yeah.
They have a strong intuition. When your spirit gets to stirring up, you be like, oh my goodness, if he would just listen because you can see it already
happening.
Yeah,
what's about to happen? Yeah,
you can see it, but you can't tell this joker because he ain't gonna listen. Because first of all, he the head of the household and going on, and things. And I always tell people, things in your house have to be in order.
Yeah,
you got God, then you got your husband, and then you got your wife, right?
Yeah,
then your kids and all that going on.
Right
now, if those things are not in order, your house is going to be in a mess.
Yes.
It's going to be out of order. Your husband should always be leading.
Yes.
And he should always be putting God before himself and before you.
Right.
Okay? Now, if you try to jump up there and say, no, I'm leading this because you ain't doing what you're supposed to do,
that's going to mess up stuff too.
You're not going to be in order.
You're not.
Things are still not going to flow right.
Right.
Until that man gets himself in order, his house going to be in disarray.
Exactly.
It's going to be all out of order. Ain't nothing going to flow right because he don't have himself in order. And he need to have a talk with God about what he's doing with his life.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Because once he gets in order, gets aligned with God, everything else just falls. But you got a foundation there, baby. You got a foundation.
Yes.
However, now if you trying to jump in front of him, say, "Now get back behind me, Woodrow. You ain't doing it right. I got it." It ain't gonna be in order.
It's not gonna be in order. No, it's not. No.
So so think about who you want to lead your house. Because if you got a husband, you ain't supposed to be leading.
Right.
You're not supposed to be leading. Now, of course, you got an opinion. But sometimes I realize too, like us as women, why don't we say sometimes when we have opinions?
I know.
Why do we just let them do
their thing when good and well
they finna mess it up? They finna mess it up. Oh, you can see it. It's just crumbling. It's right there in front of you.
You feel like you'll be disrespected if you interject and you feel that
because
like
you know
overstepping who you are.
Or you testing their manhood.
Yes.
You testing their manhood, girl.
Yeah.
See, he think like, girl, I got these two things hanging for a reason. I got two of
use them. So trying to use them.
I didn't use this thing. You stepping on them. What you stepping on them for?
Get off then.
Get off. You're mashing them. You see? And you try not to mash them.
Right.
But you be like, babe, I can see where this is going. And women, our intuition is so strong. And if we could only get our men sometimes to understand, babe, I know I really feel like this.
Yeah.
And you want to say it without stepping on them two friends down below. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Them friends, you mother knock them friends out. You know what I'm saying? But you're trying to, we as women, we just get quiet.
Yeah, we do.
We don't tell them what we really feel. We don't tell them what we really see.
Especially if they're strong-minded about a situation. But I'm thinking if they're following the natural order of things and they're going to God and praying to Him about certain decisions, then they need to include you as well. With that prayer and with whatever decision you're making.
But a lot of them don't.
I know.
They feel like, I'm the man. I know how this is supposed to be.
Right.
So I'm going to do this according to how I want it.
If they are that strong will, the women will slouch back and say, okay,
baby, go ahead and handle it, baby.
Right.
I'm finna wait right here because you know what? In a week's time, or probably two, I'm about to clean this mess up.
Yeah.
I'm about to clean it up because you ain't listen to what I was trying to say. Right. I ain't saying that, but I already knew this would happen.
Exactly.
So in a woman's mind, she's watching that man. I don't care what y'all say. A woman watches her man closer than anything else in the world.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She watches. She knows everything about him. how he walk, how he should walk, how he eat, how he do whatever. She watch everything about that man. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to making decisions, she's gonna listen. She's gonna listen to his ideas. Right. She's gonna support him. Mm-hmm. And even though he doesn't really want to include her in his decision, she's already said, okay, now he finna mess up about a week or two. So you know what? Right. I already know what he should be doing. So I'm gonna be ready when he comes to me, because I know it ain't gonna do right.
That's what's gonna happen.
And then what we as women, we be quiet, we're passive a lot of times, we just let things happen. Mm-hmm. Then it mess up, then he go around here stressed. Yeah. He got an attitude and going on.
And but what women do, it's gonna be all right. I'll take
it's okay.
I'm just go ahead and take care of this, because let's just get it done, get it over
with. Let's just take care of it.
I know you did this, but that's fine, but I'm gonna do it this way.
Yeah.
And you still softening things.
But you really want to say, didn't I tell you behind what to do? You delivered. Didn't I tell you what's going to happen? But no. In your mind, that's what you're saying. But in your mind, you're saying. But outside, you're like, okay, baby, you know what? We're going to work it out. But in your mind, you're like, listen, I told you behind not to do it, didn't I tell you? But see, you got all this in your mind. And we as women, I don't know why we feel like sometimes we can't be vocal.
I know.
Yeah. Why do we feel like we can't be vocal in a relationship we're supposed to be our best friend?
That's true.
We just keep stuff in. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I think some men do that.
I think so too.
I think men, when they really should be communicating, they don't say nothing, just have an attitude. You ain't cooked. You know what you're
I know it does go both ways. Yeah. It really does.
They need to be more vocal if something is bothering them, if they're frustrated, if they're feeling defeated, or if they're feeling like what they're trying to do, they're working on something that's so important to them, but it's not working out, and they feel defeated. They need to come talk to the wife.
Exactly.
The wife,
and if she asks you, don't just say, it's going to be all right, I'll handle it. Don't do that.
Yeah.
You're married, just, hey, that's your partner to help you get through things, and she doesn't help you, you're there to help her. So talk.
Listen to the ideas. Like you're partners for a reason. What all you doing, then maybe she has a different way of doing it.
Exactly.
The same thing, but maybe a different way. Yeah. And so it may work out. Just give each other a chance. But we as women, we always feel like, oh, he gonna say something crazy. Then don't be mad. Then you gonna be feeling froggy. You gonna be wanting to jump.
So let me just shut up. Let me just not say nothing.
You be like, okay, just let the joker just go on do it. Just go on do it then. Right. Withdraw, gone. 2 or 3 weeks you're gonna see the results of what he was trying to do, and you have to support him when he's trying.
Oh, of course.
Don't get me wrong. Support him when he's trying. Be there for him when he's trying. If he has an idea of something that you feel like, okay, it can work. But in the back of your mind, you keep your idea now. Keep that. So if things don't go the way that they should have went, you always say, okay, so baby, let's try it this way.
Right.
Just try it. Don't beat him down. Don't do that. Don't disrespect him or anything like that. Still support him, but just say, baby, let's just try it a different way. Right. Your idea was great, babe. Hell.
I know, but look where we at now.
But look where we at now. We're hungry, but that's all right. We're gonna go this way. We're gonna go this way, and we're gonna make this work. Yeah. But some men, it's hard for them to take that from a woman. It's hard for them to take that from a woman. I'm the man, the ego be all swole and stuff.
You don't gotta tell me nothing. I know what I'm doing.
And be wrong.
Be wrong.
So they have to be ready to receive it, just like the women have to be ready to, give it. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know why we feel like sometimes we're just not heard.
Right.
Y'all think about this. Okay, so when we say something in a relationship, we say, okay, baby, these are my needs.
Oh, yeah.
These are my needs, babe. And you tell them about these needs. It could be about 12 of them. These are my needs.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, baby, you know what? I'm going to try. I'm going to work on those.
Right.
And for one whole day, one good 24 hours, you're going to get them needs.
Right.
But after that, it stops.
Oh, it stops for...
It stops.
Yeah.
Until you say, 3 months later, babe, these were needs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, babe, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm going to do better.
Work on that.
I'm going to work on it.
Yeah.
Then, 6 months later, what my needs at, Joker? What my needs at?
Yeah.
So then
we talked about this.
We talked about you talking to you say my needs.
Right.
And they keep saying, I'm working, I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
You find yourself 10, 15, 20 years later, and your needs are not being met.
Yeah.
No matter how many times you talk to them about your needs, they're still not being met. So why? And you men, help me.
Yeah, girl.
Help me. help me understand. How is it that when a woman says, okay, baby, I need this from you, and the man says, baby, I'll help you with that.
Right.
And they do for about a day or two.
Yeah.
But then they stop. Then the woman has to constantly say, I need this, and I need this, and I need this. Constantly. And the man just stop. What is it going to take for the man to realize every time you stop, you're losing that woman more and more and more. Because you know what happened? She begins to pull back. She begins, because then after a certain point, I don't give a damn about them men. I don't care.
You'd be like, I'm about to go. And they'd be like, well, you never said nothing. You look so happy. I thought everything was going so great. You thought. But remember all them times I told you this? This is not like you didn't know or you didn't hear me. And we were going through our everyday routine, and there was laughs and there was upset. It was just like regular everyday life, but you forgot to meet those specific needs I told you about.
Yeah.
It's not just we're living life and having a good time. Yeah, but hey, you still didn't fulfill this. And it's still there. It didn't go away.
So as women, we're trained. Take care of your husband.
Right.
Feed him, girl. Wash his clothes. Cook his food. Sex him down. Have his babies. Raise his babies. Like, you're taught that from a little bitty girl how to be a nurturing type of person.
Yes.
However, with the woman, why is it that when she needs something, it's swept under the rug?
That's what happens. It's like,
and you just settle. You just take it year after year. Every year that passes by, you're like, I'm still needy. I'm still needy.
They see you kind of get over. They think you're over it.
They think you don't need it no more. She ain't saying nothing. She don't need it no more.
Oh, but she'll say it again, like, oh, okay. Then you do it for a day. Then she good. And
she's not good.
She's not good.
She is not. I'm telling you, men, listen to me. If your girlfriend, your fiance, your wife, significant other, whatever you down with, comes to you, man or woman, says, I need this from you.
Yeah.
And I'm going to continue to need it till the day I die. So why you stop? You joking? What's wrong with you?
I know.
Do you understand that this is a constant thing that I need? It's not whenever you think I might, you want to give it to me. It's a constant thing that I need.
Yeah.
So why do you think you're going to put a time limit on my need?
Don't you know it?
How do you,
I know. It's hard. And it's sad.
It's frustrating.
The other sad thing is when women have those needs and they feel like they can't come to their husbands and tell them. So they go through their everyday life looking at life like, God, I'm doing this again. I'm just doing this. Nobody's listening to me. And I'm doing this, but yet can I get something more? You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of women just don't express their feelings good enough so the man can help them, or be there for them.
And you just begin to settle.
You just settle for everything.
And then after a period of time, you begin to look at that joker. Joker come again. What you want for dinner? Don't even walk. Don't talk. Don't breathe.
That's true.
Because you begin to resent that person because you feel like you don't even see me. You're not listening to me. You're not understanding me. I got all these needs that I've been telling you about for years, or months, or years, or weeks, or whatever, and you're still not doing it. Why do you think I should meet your needs and you never meet mine?
Exactly.
Or you pick and choose when you think you can get it to me.
Right.
Get it to me. Get it to me. I'm waiting for it. And every woman has needs.
Yeah, they do.
Every man has needs.
Right.
But I'm just saying, as a woman, we want to nurture that man. We want to cater to that man.
Yeah.
But we feel like sometimes as women, we we're not heard.
We're not heard. You're yeah. You do so much that they just expect it without doing anything in return.
Yes, you just give me my stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get yours periodically. Yeah. When leave you coming? Then when you get yours. And you better enjoy it.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm going to pacify you enough
I think that's what
to
it
keep
is.
you. Just enough to get you like, oh my God, I finally got it.
Yeah.
And then you snatch the pacifier. You suck it on nothing around here. Nah, you didn't get no pacifier. So then you're looking. Once you get it, you're like, oh my God, give me more, give me more. And they're like, no.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm ready.
Yeah, you're fine. You've been fine. You're all right.
Yeah. You've been dealing with you've been suffering this long. Keep suffering.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't know. But I think, to me, I feel like we as women, we have to communicate more. Because what happens is you bottle up all these feelings of this joke he ain't meet my needs. He's not meeting my needs. He's not meeting my needs.
Right.
Then you begin to like push yourself back away from the situation, and you begin to settle for not having what you need.
Right.
And you're like, I don't even care if I get it now because I've asked for it for so long. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, whatever that need is, whatever. I don't even care if I get it now because evidently he don't want to get it to me.
Yeah.
Now, should I call Woodrow to get it? No, because you know this will cause problems.
More problems. Yeah.
But mentally. They check out of the relationship. You're checked out because you feel like there's nothing that this man is trying to do to meet my need.
Right.
I'm giving everything that he needs, and you're constantly saying, "Baby, you need this. You need this. Can I help you with this? Can I help you with that?" And you're doing what you can.
Right.
But when it comes to you, baby, I need this. Hey, baby, I need it. And he's like, okay.
Yeah, I'll give it to you when I'm ready.
Hold on, hold that thought.
Yeah.
4, 5, 6 weeks. 3 months later.
Yeah,
I forgot you had a need, right? Okay, come here, I'm gonna get to you real quick.
What a nightmare it would be to go years, 10, 15, 20 years without having your needs met. You know, that would be horrible because you look back on man, it's like, man, I wish I had
said this.
Did this, or I wish I had did that.
Sometimes we say things. It's just that people don't really consider the woman.
The woman, you say it, but
because it's like we're so strong, we can take it.
Right. No. From the get-go, I wish I had put this down from the get-go. I wish I had never made that decision to get into this.
Yes.
Or I wish you don't want the regrets like that. Say, I wish I had never did it.
Yeah, I wish I had never.
You don't want regrets that deep. You know what I'm saying? So,
or say, I wish that I would have just waited that joke and kept on going. Because now look at me. Needs and wants and goings on.
I know.
No, you don't want to feel like that. No. You don't want to be with someone that you always feel like I'm always needing something from this person.
Right.
Always. And even though I tell them and communicate over and over and over, they're still not doing it.
Right.
So then you're at a crossroad to where, do I continue or do I leave it alone?
Right. Exactly.
Because if I continue, am I going to get the same thing for another 5, 10, 12, 20 years?
Yeah. A lot of people leave it on when they get a certain age. They're like, I don't got much time left on this earth. I got to get to moving. I need to get it. Now I need to get it.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, at some point you want to be happy.
Right.
You want to be happy. And, why should your happiness be put on the back burner? Because somebody refuses to take the time to listen to your needs and to give you what you need. It's not so hard. If you truly love a person, you don't want them needing nothing.
Right.
You want them to get everything they need from you. If you're able to provide it, give it to them.
Yeah.
Man or woman.
I always try to reassure them, ask them, is there anything I can do for you? What do you need from me? Always. This should be part of your conversation. Yeah. All the time between mates. What can I do for you? Or what do you want? What do you need from me? That should always be a conversation.
And I think sometimes some people are just not great communicators.
Right. That's true.
Some people just don't know how to just say, I need this, or I do better, and really do it.
Right.
Because you call me Missouri Joker. If you ain't doing, you got to show me some stuff.
Yes.
Show me that you care about my feelings. Show me that you're listening to me. Show me that you really want the relationship.
Right.
And if you don't do that, You gave me my answer.
You get my answer right there.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Sometimes I'll be like, you know what we'll do? Hell, it is what it is. I think we got some comments and questions coming up.
Yes. Oh. Ooh, question. Ooh. It says, see, I wish I wouldn't have listened to my husband because he got us in bankruptcy and he cut me and isolated me from my family. Ew, I am so pissed at myself. How do I turn things around? Oh, he got him in bankruptcy and he cut me and isolated me from my family.
That's sad.
Girl, so it's like you guys got to start over again because y'all in bankruptcy. That's a whole new start.
But you have to think about this. As the head of the household, if you don't have yourself in order and aligned like you're supposed to do as a man, your household is not going to be a steady foundation.
So
it can easily crumble.
Yeah.
Easily crumble because you don't have a foundation there. You got the foundation, you got the roof, and the windows look out of.
Right.
And if you don't have all of that stuff in order, and you got a wife that's dependent on you, children that are dependent on you, and then you act like you can't get your stuff together. What's she supposed to do?
Girl,
if you're the provider?
I know, that's true.
That's wrong for him to drag his wife or his family through that.
Yeah, and you know the thing about both their names, so they both got bankruptcies on their names, so they both got to start over again to get the clean their name up because his decision.
His decision. You're not talking to the wife. Maybe she had another option for that or something. Ooh, child, you need to be whooped.
The only thing you can do is start over because bankruptcy is there for some years.
Yeah,
and
it's hard.
Either you get away from that food or something,
and you can get away from that food. That's him.
He isolated her from her family.
She better run.
So it's like
run,
yeah,
baby.
Yeah,
run.
That's bad.
That's all I can tell you. Run fast. You got some tennis shoes. Girl, run barefoot.
No, that's all right. The rocks and all. It don't matter, girl. It ain't gonna hurt.
It ain't hurt long.
Okay, here's another comment. It says, as a man, I handle all our business, but with this new generation of independent women that say they don't need a man, she keeps jumping in and trying to run things. How do I get her to sit her butt down and let me handle our business like a real man? You are so right. The new generation, they are independent as heck.
Yes, they are.
And they're like, I don't need you.
I would say this: include her, talk to her, say, okay, baby, this is my plan. But explain that to her.
Yeah.
Don't just cut her out and don't tell her anything, and then you just up and do something and she's lost and not knowing what's going on. Include her.
Yeah.
If she's your woman, your wife, or whatever, what you keeping a secret for?
No, it's like.
What did he say?
No, he said he handles it. He said he's with this new generation of women, and she's saying she can handle things.
Oh, she said she can do it.
Yeah, and then she don't need no man. But all I would say is, tell her you recognize she can handle things. You recognize she can do it by herself, but you're her man, and you want to help her as well.
Yeah,
so I know you want to solve by yourself, baby, but I'm here for you.
I'm here to take care of you.
I'm gonna be your helper.
I'm here to. That's the thing.
That's
we gotta understand. You're there to take care of your wife or your significant other.
Right.
She's gonna help you take care of the household.
Exactly.
But you're there to take care of her. Yes. If things are out of order, it's not gonna work.
And she need to recognize that. Hey, I understand you strong and all that, but that's great. But if you want me, if we're gonna be together, you got to give me the opportunity to be a man and lead in this relationship.
Let that man lead.
Yes, honey, it's okay to be strong. Be that.
Yeah, girl, you got coins, girl. Stack them coins.
Yes,
hide them.
Yeah, go to the nail shop, girl.
Get the nails done, girl.
I know that's right. Oh, goodness. Okay, here we go. Another comment. It says, communication is key in many relationships, but a lot of people didn't grow up in households where the mom and dad did a lot of communicating in front of the kids. Yeah. So when you become an adult, you just think your word is the law. How do I become a better communicator with my spouse?
Well, I think that, back in the day when we were growing up, parents would get behind closed doors and have conversations. They never conversated in front of the children.
Right.
And so nowadays, I think people are more open to you don't have to do it in front of kids, but you have to be open to the person that you're with.
Yeah.
You cannot cut them off because you're supposed to be in a relationship. Now, if you're not able to talk to them, you're not able to include them, you don't want to be honest with them, then you don't need to be in a relationship with that person.
Right.
Because a relationship goes two ways.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? In order for you guys to really build, you got to be able to talk to each other. You know, and yeah, it's not easy sometimes to open up. But if that's the person that you feel like you want to spend the rest of your life with, a wife or a husband, that person should be the closest to you. Than anybody. You should be able to tell that person anything. As long as you're honest, and sometimes honesty may hurt, but just be honest with them. I mean, because if you can't talk to them, what you want to talk?
And they say that now they think their word is the law. Your word should not be the law. It should be communicating is the key. Right. You guys got to figure out a way to communicate with each other, because one person shouldn't be higher on either side. Right. You guys got to communicate as a couple
equally. Exactly.
Girl, look at this one here. It says, "I wish I would have had my kids earlier in my life. I waited until I was in my late 40s to have a baby.
Ooh, Lord.
My husband acts too old to do anything with the kids. Can I trade my husband in for a new model?"
No, you better keep that man, girl. Look. He was young enough to make that baby.
40s is the new 30s.
Look, he made that baby. He ain't that old.
He ain't that old. He better not be acting old like that. Yeah. Them kids at 40.
Hey, you better
get up.
And stay up. Now, how about that? You can't be, listen, if he can make a baby, then he all right. He doing something right.
Don't be acting, you ain't old. Because women shoot at that 40, child.
We just get started.
Yes, ma'am.
Shit, we done learned some things in our 20s and 30s. We ready to do some tricks in 40s. Flip over, boy.
I know that's
we
right.
We ain't gonna play with you. Like, for real. Women's will be able to jump up and stuff. So y'all better.
That is not too old.
No.
Get up. Do your thing.
Just get up and stay.
And stay up. Oh my goodness.
So that's how you handle that.
Yes.
But y'all, please, whatever you do, if you have a partner, male or female, listen to their needs. Do not let their needs go unnoticed and not and act like you're not listening to them, because if the less you listen to them, the more they're pushing away from you, whether you know it or not. In their mind, they're checking out, because they feel like if he's not even or she's not going to pay attention to what my needs are, what am I here for? Why am I still in this mess? My needs are not being met. I'm just going through this motion, and I love the person, but I'm not in love with them like I'm supposed to be. I'm just doing this thing, you know, because it's convenient, but it's not that feeling that I want. I want that warm butterfly. Can't wait till you get home, because I know he's going to give me attention, or she's going to give me attention, and we can talk and we can laugh, we can enjoy each other's company. If you can't get to that point, are you with the right person?
Right, girl.
Because
hey, remember our other part of the thing is, I'm glad I did. You want to be glad that you did make the decisions that you made as a younger person, or whatever, or even as an adult. So make the right decisions. I mean, you can be glad that you held off a little bit, and you went and you traveled for some years, or I don't know, you did something with your family, you know, for a few years before you dedicated your life to one person. So just be glad that you did something, that you don't have any regrets for saying, I wish I had.
And maybe I'm glad that I did get out of a bad relationship and change and to get into a relationship with somebody that's wants to satisfy my needs without me begging them or begging her to do it. They're willing to do it without me even talking about it. That's what you want. You don't want to pull and tug for somebody to notice you, to talk to you, to pamper you, to love on you, to, you know, to communicate. You should have to pull somebody to do that for you. And sometimes you may have to walk away from something because you're really not happy. You're settling. You're settling for stuff. So, you know, you might be glad you did. Maybe walk away from that person, and the right one may be right around the corner. You never know. Down the street somewhere.
You never know.
At the grocery store somewhere. But anyway, you know, hopefully that helped you guys out.
That was good. I enjoyed that topic.
So ladies, men, whoever y'all hold, Talk about it. Don't hold it in.
Don't hold it in. Don't ever have any regrets for not saying anything. And always be happy that you're glad you did some stuff.
Yeah. Be happy that you were able to talk and let some stuff out, because you don't want to keep it in and let it build up and build. Then you just explode on the joke.
Right.
So, all right. So y'all, hope y'all, and at this time, this wine has gone down. What shout out you got today, girl?
I want to shout out to my husband Jeffrey, my daughters Autumn and Courtney, my beautiful sons Keith with his girl Audrey and Corey and Lex. Love y'all so much. My beautiful grandkids, my mom, my brothers, my beautiful sisters, Mr. Barry Ward behind the scene, always doing his best. I will see y'all next week on Wind Down Fridays.
Thank you so much, Wind Down family. Thank you to my beautiful sister. We love you guys so very much. Thank you to my wonderful boys, my daughter-in-laws, my grandbabies, my husband, Barry Ward. I love you so much, and all my family and friends all across the country. We love you guys, and thank you guys for loving us and supporting us. We'll see you guys next week here on Wind Down Fridays. Here's old strong wine. Oh Lord, pray for me. Girl, my eyes crossed. They feel like to me.
Girl, got some legs on it.
It does. Oh my goodness.
It feels in your chest.
It's warm. It feels like to kill you. Oh Lord, that Earl ain't playing it.
Some legs on it.
I know.
Oh my goodness. Yes, that is some strong.
Oh goodness. That's a mess right there, child.
Yeah.
That Earl, child. I better name Willie Earl.
Willie Earl. Stanley Earl.
Stanley Earl. That Earl ain't gonna play with that. He said, God, this is Stanley Earl.
It's a wine there.
It is. That's so strong. It's warm.
Yeah.